know if you can see this. Can you see the 4 cameras that I got? They're gonna be the best sandwich I've had, fast food I think ever, as this pork brisket thing from Arby's. Yeah, Arby's. It's delicious. And that sandwich is good. I'm just finishing up my half-hour break. All right, I'm gonna be going into Texas. So part of going into Texas, I got extra security set up to cross that state line. I can already see the people don't know it, that imaginary line doesn't contain Texas. Texas does go outside of Texas into the surrounding areas, and you can see it already here in Tucumcari, New Mexico. So I'll be getting into Texas, going through Amarillo and all that, and then to Oklahoma. So I've got this camera here set up. I've got that one's ready to go. This one's on loop record, and then that camera is the company camera that's recording. Basically, it says it doesn't record unless there's an incident, but it'll automatically go back 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after the incident and automatically send that information to the company for review. However, what's on that camera is basically recording 24 hours a day, and it can be taken at the end of the day, it's uploaded, and then that footage can be reviewed at some later time. So if there is another incident, they can go back and review it, and they still have evidence. So at any time, even if I don't have these cameras here, there is that camera that's protecting me. But I have immediate stuff for me. I can take the SD cards from these cameras and show law enforcement officers what other drivers are doing. This camera here, it just pivots real easy, and I can turn it, and it will see my mirrors. I can angle it or whatever when I'm driving. If I got an issue with somebody, it's just a quick flip, and I can feel the camera. Just touch my shoulder. I can just push the button real quick, just like that. Just keep recording. And then the other thing with those cameras is that they're a one-touch Wi-Fi connection to my phone. So if I don't have to run them the entire time, I don't have to push the button, just leave them running. All I have to do is just basically tap on the screen, and it will start recording. Tap on the screen again, and it will turn it off. So I have an instant, and it's instantaneous. I can put it, and I can change all the settings and everything. I can stop, pull over. I can download the footage from the camera right onto my phone, and then I can upload it to YouTube and or send it, email it to anybody. I have an app that will compress the file so that it's small, so that I can send it via an email. A lot of them, it's going to be maybe like a gigabyte, 2 gigabyte long video. I can't send that in an email. I'd have to cut it up into little pieces and send bits. Basically, I can compress it to make it fit. And let me just throw this. Hold on. What am I doing here? Why are you watching this? I just want to give you a chance to participate in what I'm doing. I'm going to put my stuff in the fridge. It's all at an angle now. My half-hour break is up. And I was making, sorry if that's all noisy, I was making a video earlier, and it was like 13 minutes long, and it didn't say, the phone froze and everything. The other thing I want to do is I was talking about footage and getting shots, earlier in another video, and this is one of the tools that I'm going to be using to get the shots, and it's FPV. So I can fly it by looking at this screen right here, using this camera and looking at this screen. I can fly it around and get awesome shots. I've only flown it once so far, and just to see how I was with flying it, I feel pretty confident with that. It's not hard. It's just dealing with wind. That's the issue. You got to find a day where it's not windy. Here right now would be a good opportunity for that. It's not too bad. They still wouldn't. I still got to make sure that I'm following FAA regulations and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I follow the rules and be safe with this thing and don't get myself in trouble. As for that, you do need a pilot's license to fly one of those commercially. If you're going to be making money with it, if I was going to monetize my channel or monetize a video and I had drone footage in there and I got paid for it, I would need to have a pilot's license from the FAA to take the tests, the same tests the pilot has to take, and understand airspace and everything. But if I'm just using it as a hobbyist, all I need to do is have that registered and still know and abide by all the rules, not fly at night, not near airports within 5 miles, not near traffic and people and stuff like that. Obtain permission and permits if I'm going to be flying in certain areas where it requires that stuff. Ask if I'm going to fly within 5 miles of an airport, I have to call air traffic control tower and get permission from the air traffic control people. Get permission to let them know when and where, how long and how high I'm going to be flying this thing. I can't fly it over 400 feet, so I need to get a good reference in the distance of how far 400 feet is, so I know how high, because it doesn't have an altimeter or whatever, a thing that tells me what my altitude is. So I have to just get a visual reference, so I can just set the thing, measure out 400 feet, and then look to see how big it is, and then basically look in the sky. I don't think 400 feet, I don't need to fly that thing 400 feet in the air, because I'd feel, the wind's gonna catch that and blow it away. I just got one touch button, so it'll just fly right back to me. I don't have to do anything. It'll fly itself and return to home button. It's just a problem with getting the footage off of that SD card. It's either a problem with the SD card or a problem with my computer reading the file. It said I had a codex error, and I'm not sure what that means, but I'll figure it out. You put a different SD card in there and get the footage. But I think if I'm gonna make some really awesome, cool footage, really awesome video quality, it's less not me talking like what I'm doing right here. It'll be more of a documentary type thing, video, just showing what, using different shots. You know what I mean, I guess, maybe. I don't even know what I mean. How do you know what I mean? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I gotta get on down the road to Texas and watch out for traffic, and I got everything all set up and I'm ready to go. I got food in my stomach, I got something to drink, I've got water, I've got supplies, I know where I'm going, the conditions are good, my truck it got plenty of fuel, it's ready to go, I'm ready to go. Let's get out of here. See you down the road.